What do you think about what you've seen here in Thurman?
Well, I mean, it's a mess. I mean, this is extensive damage. What was probably an EF1, EF2 tornado. I think there'll be enough to get it to the EF2 scale. But the good news is nobody lost their life.
And this is a big outbreak. Is it really unprecedented?
We had I think about 120 tornadoes. Obviously those numbers will be whittled down because there were multiple reports early on, and then when they confirm, okay, well that's the same report as that report, then the numbers tend to get whittled down a little bit. Sometimes a half to as much as 3/4, which is typically what happens. But I think the key with this outbreak was the fact that you had low-end tornadoes. I didn't see anything that looked like it was EF3 or EF4, but again, I haven't seen all the video yet. And it didn't stay on the ground for a very long period of time, and they were in pretty rural areas. So, those things contributing to, low losses of life. But one person losing their life is awful, and obviously Woodward has really been hit very hard.
And you mentioned the warning that they had. That was really key to getting people.
Yeah, this wasn't a typical storm where you see this big hook echo on radar. Oh, that's easy. We can warn on that. We see the rotation. This was more of what we call a bow echo or a windstorm, really. And as it moved through, a tornado developed on the leading edge of that and was pretty much pulled back into the rain with that gust front. So it was one of those kind of situations that's hard to warn on, number one, and number two, it comes up quick. So between scans of 5 minutes, you could actually have this tornado developing, and by the time the next scan comes around, it may not be there at all. So it makes it very difficult to warn on. There was enough of a signature to see that going on, so that's why the warning and the siren sounded. But again, with 3 minutes, if this had been an EF3 or EF4 tornado, this whole town could have been wiped out, including all of its residents.
Question people always say when you're on air: how do you get there so quick?
We don't sleep. You go from where you're covering the weather to dropping everything, packing it up, and it's not just me; it's the whole crew. I mean, you got cameramen and sound guys, and satellite truck drivers, and we've got producers as well. So we just keep on going. Pretty extensive damage as far as the eye can see. Well, one of the oldest, by the way. I understand. What happened, Jeff, is a tree branch off the tree drove behind the house actually fell on the roof and popped out the sides. Okay, so that's how. I don't know how to do that both sides. Look at this car too, right off the way. Mark's the panel there. You can see how this branch pretty much went right through that. And, I went over and looked at it. It goes right down into the dashboard too. So that's what we're looking at. Again, guys, just gotta walk around here. I'll show you the damage. Power poles down. Crews are out assessing what they have to do to these lines and poles as well. And even in some cases, this is the bad news, obviously.